Karen.
And I'm Cecil.
We're real estate agents with Century 21.
The most recognized real estate name in the world.
So what do we do?
Why do people buying or selling real estate need a realtor? And why do you need us?
We've found that many people really don't understand the role of a realtor. They don't understand what we do and the value of our service.
And what can happen if they don't use a realtor?
We've also found that once people understand our role and why we are required to be licensed by the state of Utah,
And why we are required by the state to undertake continuous education to maintain and review our license,
and why we have to adhere to an established code of ethics,
then buyers and sellers are more inclined to turn to us as full-time professional realtors to assist them with the single most important financial transaction of their lives.
the purchase or sale of their home.
For that reason, we've put together a series of video podcasts to tell you how we have helped many clients market and sell their home,
For the highest price in the quickest, most convenient time frame.
and how we also have helped many clients living in Utah, as well as people moving to Utah, purchase a home for their family.
This first video podcast focuses on our primary role as realtors, because most people think our primary role is to find and bring them a buyer if they're selling their house.
Or to find them a house if they're trying to buy one.
Of course, that's part of what we do, but the critical service we provide is not making pretty flyers to attract buyers.
Although we do that,
Nor is it just placing your property on the multiple listing service and putting up a for sale sign.
although we do that also.
And it isn't taking ads in real estate publications and exposing the property to lots of websites or holding open houses, although we do that too.
Nor is our primary service searching the multiple listings and driving buyers around trying to find the house they want and can afford.
Although we also do that and enjoy it.
Let's face it, most buyers and sellers believe they can do a pretty good job of that on their own. No, as realtors, our primary role is a legal one. Federal law requires that the transfer of real estate in the United States take place through a real estate purchase contract, otherwise known as a REPC.
And there are only two kinds of professionals licensed in the state of Utah who can write a REPC. One is a licensed attorney and the other is a realtor, and that's who we are.
And as realtors, we have a legal role to play in representing you and protecting your interests and your legal responsibilities throughout the transaction.
It's our job to make sure all of the REPC terms and conditions are clearly stated and understood by you, whether you are selling or buying.
It's our job to make sure that all contract deadlines are met, and especially that the contract remains in force until settlement, closing, funding, and recording takes place.
That means if you are selling your house, we make certain you get your money.
And if you're buying a house, we make sure it gets legally recorded in your name and that you get the keys to your new house.
Everything else we do to help you sell or buy your house is secondary to that primary role. And many real estate transactions never close and record because this service was not performed properly.
For example, the REPC failed to cover a critical point, or a critical deadline was missed, allowing the contract to expire,
Or the buyer failed to qualify financially to purchase the house.
or the contract price was too high, and the house failed to appraise for the amount of the loan.
Or the physical inspection or other tests revealed a problem that caused the buyer to back out of the deal.
Our primary role is to anticipate and do everything we can to minimize these types of hassles and maximize the likelihood of a successful outcome, namely the legal sale or purchase of your property.
We hope this brief explanation of our role and service has helped you to understand the most critical part of our service.
And in our next video podcast, we want to tell you about the other part of our service, about the outstanding and unsurpassed quality of our service that is designed to assure you the highest price in the quickest, most convenient time frame if you are selling your home.
And how we make sure you have found and paid a fair price for the house you have chosen.
And therefore, why we,
Karen,
and Cecil,
should be your real estate team for the 21st century.